What's going on, everybody? Folks, it is 19 days until decision day. We're getting close. We're getting very, very close. And also, one of the cast members on this season absolutely has multiple personality disorder. We're going to discuss that and figure out who that is. All that and much more on a brand new episode of The Jasmyne Show. What's happening, y'all? It's Vince.
It's Jazz.
And we're here talking about a brand new episode of Married at First Sight that just took place. Episode
13.
Nice try. 12. Episode 12. The name of the episode is There Someone Else? And is there? Do you think there absolutely could be someone else? It depends on who we're talking about. Who should we start with? I believe we started with, I have Rachel and Jose first. Would you like to, anything you would like to discuss about the wonderful couple?
I would like to discuss why we haven't created couple names. Do we not like them?
I'm not sure. For all of them or just for certain people?
For everybody. We usually have couple names by now.
Everybody don't deserve a couple name.
So nobody deserves a couple name so far?
Like, I feel like we got Wumani, and Wumani was like such a great couple that it's just like I don't even know if I want to take the time. Like, everybody can't be the JasVynce show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But and also shout out to Wumani just cause, you know what I'm saying? Just cause.
Always, just
right?
Cause.
Always. But yes. So Rachel and Jose, I took very little notes this episode. I was just here for the vein in Johnny's head the entire time. That's all I was here for. All right. But Rachel and Jose had a breakfast argument. I put a question mark after that because
I don't feel like it was an argument. She was saying she doesn't like to cook.
Right.
Because she's impatient and she wants the food right now, which in my head that means you just want to order, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, so she was talking about how she be microwaving eggs. And I thought that was very weird because I don't eat eggs. But, like, I'll ask Vince, hey, do you want breakfast? And I'll make him eggs because that's like a less than 5-minute meal. Like, yes. Why would I microwave an egg? I don't even know how to microwave an egg.
But if you were to make the eggs a day before and I were to eat them the next day, I would have to microwave the egg like I did this morning. I'm not chirping about it. I don't know why they focused on that so much, but
anyway, it seemed like one thing I was curious about was she was like, yeah, I gotta wash all these dishes or whatever. I'm like, have they talked about like household responsibilities and how they're splitting stuff up?
Probably not. They trying to still talk about the budget, so I don't know. The only other note that I had for Rachel and Jose was that I did like that they discussed relationship first. I forgot what little cute date they had going on.
They went to a wine tasting.
Wine tasting, which I thought was dope. And we gotta do. You've done wine tasting, but we haven't done it together. We have. It don't matter.
We had beer flights.
Yeah, we did some stuff together. But we'll drink more. Don't worry. But I do think that that's a sweet thing. That's something that they're looking forward to. Again, there's a little toxicity in there somewhere. But for the most part, I do enjoy that. They're like, oh, I want to do this with you. Oh, this is the first time I've done this. This is the, and
he said he wanted to take a road trip.
Yeah.
Where did he want to take a road? Where? Drum
Texas.
roll, please.
Texas. Trying to get out there. Trying to explore, trying to get some miles.
He is so dry.
In Texas.
I'm like, how you take a road trip where you live?
It's a big state.
It is a big state, but that's not the same thing. Like, that's not like, oh, I'm looking forward to taking a road trip. Right. I know you're talking about going to Europe. I want to go to Texas.
It's a big state.
That's stupid.
But yes, I enjoyed them on their little cute date. Again, like I said, there's still some toxicity in there. They got stuff to work on always. But she did say, I think I'm falling back in love with my husband again or something like that. And I was just like, I just like that they acknowledged that, the lockout was such a huge thing.
She better than me.
But let's keep it moving along.
Hold on, we gotta talk about her hot girl summer.
Talk about her hot girl summer.
So Rachel was saying, what did she say? Oh, she said in the summer, I guess she works for a school or something, maybe. Yes. But anyway, in the summer,
a teacher, is she not?
She's off, so she was like, I just get bored, and I just don't want to be sitting in a house. And she was saying it was gonna be a big change for her because she used to doing whatever she wants. But now she's going to be giving up her place and moving into his place, which is a longer commute. But In the summer, she said she's a hottie. She's always been single.
She out here. She out here driving the boat when she's not grading.
She's driving the boat every summer. Okay, I'm like, how you was in a relationship for all these years, but you was single every summer? It don't add up.
Started sweating. He's like, is that what you
know? He's so insecure. So
yeah, you can tell a little bit. You can tell.
It's gonna be annoying.
All right. Rachel, Rose. Who knows?
Hold on,
Rachel, because it's Jose with it.
Rachel.
Or Rose. I like Rose.
I like Rose. That's cute.
But it is cute. But moving along. To Zakayla?
Zakayla?
I don't know what to call her.
I feel like I know somebody named Zakayla.
I don't know what to call her. Zach and Michaela, and I think I might have deleted my Zach and Michaela picture.
Zakayla.
I didn't like them that much. But so I got an other one in there. Zakayla. We'll go with Zakayla for right now. The only thing I have to acknowledge about Michaela before this, I think they were doing something. I can't even remember what it was.
They did that bubble ball thing.
That's what it was.
He was knocking her ass out.
I got a picture of that too. I forgot to post that.
He was knocking her ass out.
But I thought that was weird. It was like aggressive form of like letting out your.
It's like sumo wrestling, but in the bubble.
Almost a little bit. So. They seem to enjoy that.
I just want to say I am drinking water out of this wine glass.
Yes.
I ran out of plastic cups.
Is nothing wrong with that?
I just don't want people like, what kind of wine is she drinking?
We classy out here.
Not with no fingers up.
Put the pinky out. All right.
You know better.
All right. Sorry. Anywho, she was saying something along the lines of, what did she say? What did she say? Because she switched voices on him. At least one time in this episode. And I just want to say, again, I think it's maybe the editing, the way that they're making her look in certain points. But for some reason, I don't know her at all. But she be getting me tight, and I don't know why.
What do you mean she be getting you tight?
So I think it's the same thing.
It's not Brianna voice, is it?
I think it's I think it's the same thing that Zach says about, and also Johnny says about Bao, about how she might be putting on a little bit for the cameras.
I've been said that.
We have
said that.
I said
she presents a whole different person to the group and stuff.
We have said that before. We have said that. So I can't even remember what it was that she said. I can't remember what it was. But she had said something like, "Oh, you don't like when I do." Oh, it was the Dougie. That's what it was.
She had to do the Dougie in the bubble. How you supposed to do a Dougie in the bubble?
She did a bubble Dougie. It was nice. She did a little, you know what I'm saying, a little stiff.
It didn't look like nothing.
Sturdy. It was sturdy. And she was like, "Oh, you don't like my little Dougie?" He was like, "Ha ha." It was and then she was like, "So, what was the happiest moment in our marriage?" I was like,
"It was given possessed." Is
what
it
did
was
that come
It
from?
was scary. Yeah.
Again, it could have been the editing.
Yeah, they might have cut straight to her.
I was like, what? And I just imagine that that's how he is as well. It's like, all right. We was talking about bubble Dougies with you. Well, okay, I guess. So she, of course, is like, oh, when, you came back from quarantine, I guess, when we moved in together. I thought that was a sweet moment. Obviously, we were very excited for her as well. That was the happiest we've seen her, I would say, in this entire thing. Like, I was surprised at how, because she was mad at him during the honeymoon for having COVID. But he was like, well, my happiest moment was at the wedding. I was like, well, you ain't got that many moments to choose from, but I guess. So that is what I have for Zakayla, is what we're going with.
I thought it was interesting when Michaela was talking to her sister, and the sister was like, she sees like growth and like maturity from her. And I'm like, I feel like she just has never been held accountable.
Her sister knows her pretty well.
Her sister was like, are we loving Zach? She's like, yes, we're loving Zach.
Her sister was making some faces.
Yeah, it was weird.
Either everybody in that family crazy, or
they know she crazy.
Or they know
That's why
she
they named her Hurricane K.
Yes. Or they know she crazy. So I was like,
they're like, we ponder off on somebody. Yes.
There was a little bit of nonverbal communication going on with the face journeys that were taking place.
Yeah, but Michaela was saying she's like, Zach has finally learned like how he needs to talk to her. Uh-huh. She basically described a roughneck, like she need to be roughed up, talk to.
I don't know how I feel about that, but
I think that's a little That's what crazy women like.
I was gonna say, if you feel that you need that roughneck, gotta get it. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I can say is I thank God that they looked really cute together doing that little scrapbooking wedding photos.
Who still
thing that they
scrapbooks?
did.
Because I definitely asked you to
Them.
scrapbook years ago, and you said, "Yeah, sure."
I was like, that's cute.
No.
Everything is digital these days, but it's okay. It's all right. It's nice to have the memories and stuff like that. They had their little jabs at each other, messing around and stuff. But I'm glad that was something that they wanted to do, and they look cute while doing it. So shout out to them. Anything else on Zakayla since we giving them everybody names?
No, Zakayla.
All right, I want to get to the fire right now. I don't think I have my.
What's the fire?
I want to get to the. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to the.
Bow, bow,
you know what I'm saying? I need to get to the
bow, bow, bow.
That bow, bow, bow. I like that. I like that. Why do you do that? Bringing TikTok into the. All right, the bow, bow, bow. The actual bow, bow, bow. All right, and it's funny we use bow so much, but it's really Johnny that's messing this whole thing up.
Yeah. Bow, right? Cool.
So again, you know, Michaela gave us some funny switches in the voice and the face and the personality. But Johnny is scaring me this last episode, for real.
Hold on, can I throw one thing in?
Please.
I told y'all Bao was a freak. She was talking about she got toys and she would like to, include him. She said she got a special drawer or something. I was like, He said, yeah, I'm not opposed to that. I'm like, the only time this man is calm is when he talking about getting some poems.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But that's the jock. What's his last name? That's the Johnny. That's the guy that she knows from high school. Or college?
Yeah, he's a jock, I guess.
But we see a lot of young-mindedness and punkness.
Punk. He's the definition of a punk.
Punkness taking place in this episode. Please, if you haven't done so, make sure that you check out "Marriage Ain't for Punks" by Pastor Calvin Roberson.
What chapter are we on?
12, I think.
Really?
Maybe.
That's the episode, babe.
I gotta confirm.
That's the episode today.
No, we might be on chapter 12. See, now you're gonna prove me wrong.
It's punks don't know how to argue, I think is
punks. That was the one we just finished, I believe. Punks don't know how to argue. So again, we're not getting paid yet. You know what I'm saying? But I do. No, we are on punks don't know how to argue.
Yes,
in fact.
I know.
All right.
What chapter is that?
Chapter 5. My bad.
That's what I said. I'm like, you're just saying the episode number.
Yeah, my bad.
Chapter 5.
Pastor Cal, we appreciate you once again. Please get that book, y'all. Anybody in a relationship that wants to be in a relationship, please invest in Marriage Ain't for Punks, available on all platforms where you get books. We listen to the audible version. Back to bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. All right. Johnny is getting on my nerves. I don't know where we started with this episode, but the only thing I have for him is that Bao and I were working on ourselves, and I didn't want her meeting my family until...
Y'all got married at first sight. Am I missing something?
Your whole family...
already met her.
I didn't want him spending time because, and this, I guess in his world, this does make sense a little bit. Saying that he didn't want his family to get adjusted to her and start liking her when I don't even like her myself. Pastor Cal, right in front of me, and Bao sitting right here, and
she did the little pout thing. I felt her though. I was like, sis, I would have smacked him for you.
She's so cute sometimes, but she is very, very nice.
She's too nice.
Very nice. So we're getting some.
So what did I get from Johnny?
Please.
What I got from Johnny is Bao is always the issue, and Johnny is perfect in his damn head.
In his head.
And also, he thinks that if you disagree, that means you're incompatible. I'm like, you must not have friends. Don't you disagree with your friends on things, at least?
Yeah. I mean,
I was like, we should go to the left. No, we should go to the right. I guess we're not compatible as friends. Like, I'm like, this is stupid. This guy, Pastor Kyle basically told him, the little imaginary perfect wife you have in your head, she doesn't exist.
Don't exist, boy.
We match you with somebody that's perfectly imperfect for you, in front of you. So respect that and work on it. I'm like, I hate the fact that it seems like Johnny is becoming Chris, minus the baby mama.
Yes, again, I deleted all my Chris things out of this program. But he might need a
new one.
He might need a wrestling intro every single time because Johnny be on one the last couple weeks. And again, I was like, all right, I see what you're talking about. She lying about that. You lying. You lying. Like, she was lying about that.
She had put some little cheese on the spaghetti. It looked gourmet to me.
But this week, we see her meal prepping. We see her being a little salt bay or cheese bay.
Cheese bay.
Or salt bow, if you will. You know what I'm saying? She hit it with a little Parmigiano or something. I don't know what it was. But she was meal prepping. It looked like official meals.
Even if it good.
I don't know what it tastes like, but it was food and it was packaged and he wasn't there. And your biggest issue.
My biggest issue was she was like, oh, I told his family I would learn their names in, they're Vietnamese, right? In Vietnamese. So I don't think that I think she understands Vietnamese, but it's not a language that she speaks as much.
Right, but then she get the names.
So she said she was going to get the names. While Bao was in there studying at the counter in the kitchen like she was studying for the SAT or the bar, okay? She was in there studying hard. Only for this fool, Johnny, to uninvite her to the cookout. And then when I seen him pull up to the cookout, it was at least 20 people in there. I'm like, you telling me she learned 20 Vietnamese names to get uninvited to the cookout? It's the disrespect for me.
It's pretty disrespectful. I wasn't a fan.
And then she meal prepped for both of them afterwards. I would have meal prepped for my damn self.
Gangster.
And looked at him like he was stupid for the rest of the week.
That was pretty gangster.
Couldn't be me. I would have poisoned them.
Again, that was very nice of her.
Not poison, maybe a little X-Lax or something make you have to use the bathroom.
Still damn girl. Sheesh. But yes, I thought it was pretty rude. And then even his family was like, we don't care that much, but I just was curious.
It seemed like the family was playing devil's advocate.
Where's she at? No, they had to.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, Johnny, you kind of childish, boy. I need you to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that was his cousin or his brother that
I think it was his cousin.
Set him straight.
Yeah.
Johnny, you looking crazy, man. The outbursts, it's not a good look, man. The constantly putting her down, it is not a good look, man. You're not gonna have a good time. All right. To continue on. The last thing that I had about, I don't have anything else about
Johnny said, I can't see her as my
yes,
wife.
That was.
You know that meme where the lady is like, it's like all the equations going around. She's like, that's how I was feeling. I was like, it's not making sense.
You can't see her. Never mind.
But she is.
I'm not even gonna talk about
what?
it. Not even gonna talk about it. Bonnie, Zhao.
I like Zhao.
Zhao? Maybe Zhao. Anything else about Bao and Johnny or Zhao?
Or Zhao as we like to
call
them, maybe. No,
Bao.
I don't
That's
have
for
nothing
you, Johnny.
else for them.
Get it together. We don't appreciate the loud outbursts, the storming out, the
screaming in the bathroom.
the
cursing,
cursing, coming back, produces his... Sit down. Like the producers probably had enough of him.
Pastor Kyle was sick of him too, though.
I gotta say, so that was
because we didn't even talk about that.
Thank you for bringing that up again, because I was like, I know I had Pastor Kyle with his glasses off for a reason. The thing that stuck out to me the most, and I think Brett, which we'll talk about, needs to have a sit down with Pastor Kyle. Well, they'll all get to talk to the experts next week as we see. But the fact that he's like, oh, I really wanted to talk to you alone, just us. I'm like, but you ditched her. I don't know if she knew she was being ditched. But she took it upon herself to call an emergency Pastor Kyle meeting, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
So Pastor Kyle's probably on the way to get his wife some flowers.
Right.
Like
he
that.
in the car like, what is it?
You know what I'm saying? So for him to be like, all right, well, first off, is there somebody else? You know what I'm saying?
It was the hesitation for me.
Absolutely.
But I was like,
they gotta make it dramatic.
About that shit.
They gotta make it dramatic. They gotta do that. So that was the first thing, which he was a little hesitant, but I could see that it probably isn't somebody else. He just has an image of somebody in his mind, again, that does not exist. So for him to hear that, from Pastor Kyle specifically, I feel like that was like a mind-opening thing from him, and Bao was probably like, duh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been trying to tell you the whole time. So that is one thing that is very important, but also I really just feel like if they would have just talked, just the two of them, then they would have got nowhere. Honestly.
That's for sure. Because that's what's been happening.
It would have just been another blow-up.
Because every single time he just starts gaslighting her and be like, you don't do this. You're not doing this. You're not doing this. I'm like, but what are you doing? Like, if he was saying, you know what, this is my love language, and you're showing me love, but it's not in the language that I receive love.
You're looking trash.
That would be one thing. But he's telling her, no, you're not doing shit. You're not doing nothing. Everything you think you're doing, you're not doing it. That's trash.
Trash man.
I don't appreciate it. He's the new trash man.
New trash man. I gotta find my trash man emoji again. Johnny, cut it out, man. We spent way too much time on that.
Yes, next.
Let's talk about
next trash man.
Okay, fine. Let's go to the next trash man. All right, and save a certain couple that we used to save for last for a different reason, but we're saving him for last for a different reason.
For good reason.
New trash man. Didn't think Johnny was gonna have any competition in this episode.
Apparently he did.
Look at this. All right. I don't know if we can classify Ryan, who is the guy. Yes.
Ryan is the guy.
I don't know. I don't know if we can classify. I'm week 12. I'm still lost.
Yes.
I don't know if we can classify him as being one of those people that has multiple personalities. Because
he don't have no personality.
It doesn't seem like he has a personality.
He don't have one. Where's the first one?
But he do switch up. But it don't look like he have much of a personality at all. What I have for Brett and Ryan is I think he was working out with Zach, expressing his feelings about how he might not feel super, super attached to his wife. I don't know if he used the words in love or if it was her appearance.
He basically said it's no spark.
No spark, which we knew. We knew this already.
He's been checked out since the honeymoon.
Of course.
Ever since he found out she's scared of like flying and adventurous stuff, I feel like that put the nail in the coffin for him.
She did.
He was like, all right, so she don't got blonde hair.
Yep.
And she's scared of flying? Nah.
Trash woman in his eyes. But he goes to Zach. She has to know that.
I'm like, how the hell is this woman supposed to know anything if you haven't communicated it to her?
Communicate, people.
I feel like that's how a lot of women and men self-sabotage relationships. Because they're like, oh, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to leave this awkward space here until the other person. Because they don't want to be like the person. Like he said, oh, she's always had guys that were not giving her 100%. So he doesn't want to be the one to break it off is what it really is.
I get that too. Some people have been saying that he might have a side piece and is trying to look good for the cameras.
I'm still waiting for when is Brett gonna be like, yeah, I seen you on my homegirl saw you on Tinder. We saw that preview.
We got a couple episodes for that probably.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, talk out your problems, man. Even if it's something that is a hard conversation to have. Again, going back to Pastor Cal's conversation with Johnny, where I completely forgot. She is a beautiful, strong, confident woman. Like he needed to hear that, and Bao needed to hear that as well. So with this, again, I always think it would be a great idea for, if not the experts, maybe a text, the producers to provide a sheet or something like that of why these couples were matched together, because I think they honestly need to be reminded of that constantly.
Yeah, I agree with
you know?
Because they kind of leave it up to their own devices to figure out why they were matched.
Exactly.
But I feel like it could help some.
It helps. I think it does. I think anytime that it's something that is discussed within the couples or outside of the couples, it kind of starts to make a little bit more sense.
Okay.
You know?
So what else? Brett spoke to her homegirl.
I was going to say she planned the Rugged Maniac date.
Hold on. Before we get to that, Brett spoke to her homegirl and basically said the same thing. Like, yeah, he's just not feeling it clearly.
Right.
He doesn't, like, she basically said they both avoid conflict. That's just, they have the same, like, conflict style, so they just avoid it altogether, which, if both of y'all avoid it, it's not good. Because nobody's having a conversation. But also, why they was sitting on them dirty-ass chairs. Them chairs was filthy.
They were filthy, apparently.
Before they even sat down, I was like, please don't sit on that chair. Don't sit on that chair. They ain't washed those cushions or nothing. No. Disgusting. So anyway, the friend was like, I can't believe this. She was like, oh, is it a physical? She said, is it a physical thing? She's like, it has to be more than physical. And Brett's friend was like, the face she made was like, girl, you perfect besides physical for him. So what's the issue?
I thought he liked her, but apparently.
I think he liked the friend. Because remember that he was talking in the kitchen, but the friend is definitely married.
Ooh, And she's blonde.
I think the friend is his type. So anyway, Brett.
That's a rough world to be in.
Yeah, Brett planned a double date with Rachel and Jose.
Yes.
And it wasn't my type of date, but it was apparently Ryan's type of date.
It was cute, I guess. It was cute.
It was Rugged Maniac.
They did, yeah. Shout out to Rugged Maniac, my weekend gig. They did some type of OCR workout where they had to run up a wall and start climbing on stuff.
It was American Ninja Warrior, basically.
Type stuff. Brett did not do well, but she giggled and had fun the entire time.
She didn't look like she really tried.
Not really, but I mean, what can you say? But Ryan really enjoyed himself and was excited that she planned this date. I think that was something that was good to hear from him. He was like, "Oh, this is really good that she planned."
I feel
this.
like he was having fun, but he would have had fun there regardless who he was with. It had nothing to do with her.
Absolutely, and you wouldn't be able to tell by his face regardless.
Right.
So, yes, all I have is that he was trash at communicating too, and when they finally got to have their discussion on his feelings towards her, and somehow he
talked in a damn circle and told her nothing.
Nothing really happened, but apparently they're gonna be sleeping in separate bedrooms now. Like,
I got nothing from that conversation.
Did you get?
I was like, if you don't spit it out,
like, so
what are you saying?
I was like, did we say that our sleep was being disturbed at some point? Did I miss
that?
that?
You said he was sleeping on the couch.
I missed that.
Also, why his dogs ate her flowers?
Because they couldn't find the food because the house is so messy, apparently.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Brett, clean your nasty ass bathroom,
girl.
That shit looks crazy. It looked like when you go to a man's house.
Damn.
Is what it looked like. It was stuff everywhere. I mean, I be having like makeup and stuff on my counter, but it was stuff on the floor, the shower, the closet. I'm like, have you ever seen a hanger before in your life?
Peaky top, girl. Peaky top.
Yes.
That is all I had about Brian Rhett.
Rat? That sounds like a rat.
Brian.
It would have to be Brian, baby.
Ew. But last,
but certainly not least.
Not least. Now I gotta show them some more love than that, because they see it's fun. Who would have thought that I would have had the most clips of Mirla and Gil just chilling in my computer now, because all they do is, oh my goodness.
Look how she looking at him.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Everybody on Twitter is saying, yo, the tables have turned.
Yes.
You know, who would have thought that this is the couple that we'd be rooting for? This is the lead couple. This is the couple that is setting the example for everyone. Mirla y Gil. Girla, we might have said.
I saw, yeah.
Where's my notes? Where's my notes for them? Look at this.
What did it say?
Oh, I forgot you blonde. Dumb cute. Dumb cute. You know, everybody agrees that he's been very patient in receiving the love.
I feel like most men should take notes, because dudes be pressed to
taking notes.
Jump straight like guys, when you first start dating women, if you're interested and you just try to jump to the sex conversation, I'm telling you, patience. They gonna give you the goods if they like you, but you gotta be patient. And then you get everything. She'll take care of your dog that she don't like.
Apparently,
she'll say she want a new dog. Like, come on. She'll do whatever you want. Not everything, but more. But also, Gil came in talking about, yeah, my lease is up in 3 weeks, so I went to go look at new apartments. Here's the floor plan. I was like, come on, commitment.
That was nice. And she told her friend about it. She's like, girl, you would never believe.
Yeah.
My husband just went. I was like, when Jazz shouted out earlier, I was like, oh, I guess that was pretty dope. But she was really excited about that as well.
And it was a bougie building. I think it was that building.
He bougie and I am on the low.
That's you. That's how you are.
No, I just want to make my queen happy.
Bougie.
I'm only bougie because of you.
You be bougie.
I'm from the hood, man, as Cassidy said. And last but not least, all I had else that it's nice to see the softer side of her. And like you mentioned, she's even interested in getting a dog, apparently, which is kind of crazy. But
yeah, his dog was drooling. It was nasty.
Yeah,
she got to be falling in love, because it was nasty. I was all the way here for her. But I did appreciate Mirla's friend telling her, like, you got to compromise a little bit. Like, she was like, oh no, I don't have to. I'm gonna keep spending my money, and this is it. She was like, you know, it's not a bad thing to compromise just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
She told her, it's not the Mirla show. I said, come on. It's the Gearless show. Come on.
Okay.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Thank you, sir.
Come on.
All right.
All right. Can we get into these ratings? Is there anything else you wanted to?
Let's do it.
I thought it was cool that they had a couple double dates along here, but let's talk about Mirla y Gil. First off, we gave them an 8 last week. I believe that was their highest score of the entire show. Of the entire 12 weeks.
Guess what they about to get this?
What they get?
8.5.
Look at this.
Look at 8.5. They just moving on up.
Y'all setting the record. Y'all setting the score. Y'all setting the, you know what I'm saying, the standard for what Married at First Sight is supposed to look like. I'm very proud of y'all, Gearla. I'm very proud. Very happy to see how this is working out. I would like some more kisses from my guy Gil, though. I just would appreciate it.
How was Gil single? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I feel like all of Twitter is trying to figure that out, too.
He's Gil. All right, let's talk about Brett and Ryan one last time. We gave them a 6.5 last time.
We had a 5 again.
We had a 5. They took it down.
It's very much 50-50, and I think it's less than 5.
Vulnerability is something that is very important for them. They need to work on. Bow Bow. Johnny Bow Bow.
It's not good.
We gave them a 6 last episode. It's not good. 5?
5.5. I'm gonna be
nice. Wow, that's actually.
They not as bad as Brett.
That's actually generous.
They at least bumping and grinding or something. So I feel like that kind of adds.
But at what cost, though? Michaela and Zach. Oh, I wanted to share this picture just because I think it's hilarious. All right. Oh, did I delete it? Oh, I might have deleted it as well. Michaela and I got rid of all my pictures of them. Michaela and Zach, they received a 6 from us last week as well. Lots of 6s going around. How are we feeling this week? It's like we always see them on and off. I don't know if we ever see them reconcile, but I feel like a lot of times 7. Wow, okay. A lot of times when we see them again, it's usually like on good terms or
it's usually on bad terms.
It's either it's usually like, they'll start off on bad terms. I don't think the episode usually ends with them on bad terms, but a lot of times it's like, oh, I'm glad we had that conversation because, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that we're able to work through things, but I don't know. Maybe they need to show them working through things more. Maybe there's a lot of yelling and slamming of things that needs to happen. Right? But last couple is Rose. They received a 6. No, they received a 5 from us last week. I don't know.
He was on some FS last week.
He was still some FS?
Yes.
Okay.
You know what FS is.
He was still on his locked doors business?
No more locked doors.
He might have still been on his locked doors business.
She had to beg for an apology last week. Don't forget that.
She did, though. That was stressful.
I'm gonna still get him a 5.
5 it is. 5 it is. All right, cool. I wasn't gonna fight you on 90s ratings. It's late. But yes, folks, if you have some ratings that you would like to let us know about, if you felt we were being too generous in these ratings, or if you have some personal ratings for yourself, please drop those in the chat because we want to know and we will respond to them on YouTube. If you stayed to the end of this entire video, we appreciate you.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you. We thank you so much for continuing to watch our content. We're going to continue to bring you these episodes of Married at First Sight for the rest of the season. Please make sure you
like, comment, and subscribe.
Of course. And make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter at The JasVynce Show. Jazz is usually tweeting live during the show, so you can catch up all the funny tweets, and we post those tweets on Instagram the day after the show. But I think that's it. That is conclusion.
Let us know what other shows y'all want us to review.
That too, because we got some more shows.
We got lots of shows coming out.
We got lots of shows.
We got Insecure. Mm-hmm. We got what's that, Ghost? The new show coming out.
I don't know if we would talk about that, but
I don't know.
I'm down. 20s.
The Family Chantel. Vince is very excited about that.
I'm weirdly excited.
It's so ratchet, but it's so good.
I've never seen an entire family so trash. It is so good. It is so good.
Vince does not like stuff like that normally.
I don't.
So that's why I be like,
that's the thing that's
is it
hilarious.
Because they black?
I don't. Maybe.
What is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Her family super, like her parents super weird though. The
That's
mom
what
be
I'm saying.
doing super weird stuff.
See, I was gonna say eccentric is
yeah,
every single member of like every single member and every single extended family member. It's like Shanta. If you don't watch 90 Day Fiance,
yeah, they were on that.
All right, I know we're going on a tangent right now, but we got to talk about this, y'all. If you watching it, we got to talk about it. If you watch 90 Day Fiance, Chantel was a character herself. Her husband, Pedro, was a character in himself. Now we got a whole Marvel universe of 90 Day Fiance characters. Chantel's sister's boyfriend is like, yo,
he got secret kids.
What is happening right now, bro?
Stuff.
We in the
when they went to the Philippines.
We in the Philippines. People's
wilding
brothers,
out.
freaking random dudes in the Dominican Republic is showing up talking about, yo, what's getting smacked by Pedro's mom. And there's so much going on. We're not gonna talk about it right now, but I'm really looking forward to that show coming back. Sorry for giving y'all that whole little thing, but please make sure you follow us. Thank you for hitting that like button. We appreciate that. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button, our new subscribers. We almost there, folks. We almost there. We're getting closer and closer to our goal of, I'm not going to say what number that is because Jazz told me to stop saying it.
I'm glad you remembered.
People, that is a brand new episode of The JasVynce Show. Peace.